Political partisanship and polarization are a growing concern. We can look to the United States to see what happens to societies when every issue is interpreted through a polarized, partisan lens. The deep divisions that result come to threaten even democracy itself. But this happens in Australia and other countries too. Climate change, immigration, health, social justice, these and other topics all attract partisan debates, and some groups actively use them to divide us, especially online. Our project on the drivers and dynamics of partisanship and polarization in online public debate studies the processes of polarization and develops ways to reduce division and increase cohesion in society. This is a 5-year project supported by an Australian Laureate Fellowship from the Australian Research Council and involves a large and diverse team of researchers.
Through this work, we have identified 5 key symptoms that indicate when polarization becomes destructive. Those symptoms include the breakdown of communication, the discrediting of facts, the erasure of complexities, the rise of extreme voices, and using emotions to attack or exclude others. If these symptoms are present in news and social media, they are likely to derail public debate and undermine compromise and consensus. At that point, we are no longer talking to each other to solve the issues we need to address, but talking at and over each other in order to drown out other views.
When this happens, populism and propaganda replace politics and policymaking. Populists seek to divide society in order to gain influence and power, and use propaganda messages to do so. This undermines political discussion and leads to bad policy. And digital and social media platforms provide a fertile environment for propaganda. They make sharing and spreading messages easy. As our media landscape changes, we're especially interested in the role that audio and video formats, like podcasts and TikTok videos, play in this process.
To study these processes, we use cutting-edge mixed methods approaches, many of them developed in-house at the Digital Media Research Center. We draw on computational analysis and generative AI tools to examine and categorize the contents of large-scale datasets from social media platforms. We use network mapping approaches to analyze the practices of participants in public debates and to identify alliances and antagonisms between different groups in those debates. We do this to understand how these groups engage with each other and what views they promote, and how productive or dysfunctional the public debate has become.
In identifying these patterns, we also seek opportunities for improvement. How can we use digital media to reduce division and encourage more respectful and constructive public debate? This might mean better platform designs, more effective interventions against online disinformation and hate speech, or improved digital literacy for journalists, politicians, and everyday users. In this way, this Australian Laureate Fellowship project also contributes to the QUT Digital Media Research Centre's mission to conduct world-leading research for a flourishing digital society.